Here we go. Again. I'm coming. Mommy's here. It's okay. Are you hungry? I knew you would be. Let me just... Ow. Ugh. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not used to this yet. I'm sure it's much more flavorful than formula. It's... Alright. Hang on. Let's have a seat. I'll keep feeding you, don't worry. I can feel my eyes sagging. Are you giving me gray hairs too? I'm certain you will. You terrify me. You're so small. I suppose you'd like a story? Not the one about the scumbag, the carton of milk, and a pack of cigarettes, I hope. We're not going to think about that. Once upon a time, in a kingdom resting between an ocean and the mountains, there lived a motherless princess and her father, the king. His Majesty ruled with a firm hand and was highly protective of his daughter. She was foolish. She was in love. Her shining beacon of hope, clad in armor to match, was her lover. Sir Knight was everything a woman would want a man to be. Kind, loyal, generous. A man who loved unconditionally, in spite of his duties. He made the princess feel so alive and warm. But they ached, for their love was forbidden. Until one night, their love was uncovered. Sir Knight was thrown into the dungeon, and the king confined his daughter to her bedchamber. She was heartbroken. How could she have let this happen? She blamed herself for everything. But she promised to make it right. The night of the ball drew near. The night where she must choose a husband, or else her father would disown her. But you know what? Sir Knight escaped the dungeon with the help of her handmaiden, Nellie. They danced, and for a moment the world disappeared. She made her decision. The princess approached her father, and with a heavy heart, she confessed her love for Sir Knight. As brave as she was, she feared for what her father would have to say. She had not known that she was speaking to a corpse. The princess became queen. At the jousting tournament, she declared Sir Knight her husband. Not long after, she learned that there was someone growing inside her. She dreaded that day. She cried for herself and for the love she had for Sir Knight. But she beat on, ruling the kingdom as the leader she had always sought to be, with her lover always by her side, and a new princess in the cradle. And they all lived happily ever after. Forbidden love is so unsafe. It's tempting and exciting, but unreliable. The thrill of it all is temporary, and sooner or later, you're left behind. We always want what we can't have, and that's what makes it dangerous. I am not a queen, yet I learned the lesson all the same. Huh? Have you fallen asleep? It's all right. Drift off. Know peace while you can. Reality is much more frightening than fairy tales. But it makes me feel better.